Yeah, yeah. I think a couple of us were talking, just obviously with knowing we probably won't be back, and just like I don't think it'll really like set in until like next year. When you come back for camp and you know he's not there, and you're on the plane and he's right next to me and he's not in his seat and stuff. So I think I just don't think there's enough like words to say how big of a presence he is, and it's not a hole that you'll ever be able to fill. You can do the best you can, but that's you're never going to fill that. And he's just the ultimate teammate and just human being. And just me personally, like being his teammate for 4 years has been like unbelievable. And the things that he's taught me, and it's not even like the words that he says, it's just like how he does it. That's I think the best thing about him is he doesn't just like say it, he embodies it, and he's an all-time teammate for sure.
Glendening said at the end of last year that every team is its own team.
Mm-hmm.
Does this drive this home that next year's team's a different team? This year's team was this team.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a tough thing about this business is, no two teams are the same. It feels like year after year, and especially with a guy like him not being back, is just like it'll never be the same. So it's up to us now. The young guys that he's put his hands on and taught. It's up to us to step up and try to fill that void and take on more of a leadership role. And for myself, I think I can be more of a leader and try to do what he taught me and embody what he taught me, and maybe that'll rub off on a young guy.
Ty's been a guy who's been around him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know Ty very well.
Yeah.
Wyatt, obviously. What do you see in the younger guys like at the forwards? I know obviously rubbed off on you too, but the forwards to learn how to play and to learn to do what Joe does. Repetition.
Yeah. I think those two are two of the most that he's had his impact on for sure. And I think both of those guys are great human beings as well as Pav. So I think that's why Pav, he recognizes that, he sees that in them, and that they can, take on that role that he had. And I just think, I think those guys will forever be grateful for what he taught them, and just the work ethic and showing up to the rink. There's no one that loves being here more than Pav, and he taught all of us that. And, to never take these opportunities for granted, I think is kind of the biggest message. Like, we have, a good young team, and we should hopefully be good for a while, but, that doesn't really mean anything unless you really get the job done. So we haven't done that yet. And, until we do that, it's, we can't be looking down the road like, hey, we're going to be good for 5 years. It's like, no, let's win this sucker now while we can. And I felt like we could do that this year, and we didn't.
For you personally, after the regular season that you had,
mm-hmm.
how was it to end on the note that you ended in the playoffs? Was that a big confidence boost and kind of rewarding?
For sure, yeah. I think, I think the last 15 games of the regular season, I think I got back to, playing like I know I can play, and a lot of that had to do with the stuff I talked with Reeser and the work I did with him, and just some changes I made. And once I kind of got the hang of what I wanted to work on and like put it into my game and saw the results, was like really rewarding. And like you said, I think just playoffs can wash away a regular season, good or bad. So I think, you want to play your best in playoffs for your teammates. And, I felt like I gave my team a chance to win, and for the most part, and obviously I still have a lot of room to get better, and I could have been better this year as well. And so that's what it's all about. I think every guy just needs to look internally, and we're right there. So it's not a big difference. Just what can each of us do a little bit better to get over the hump.
Knowing you're going to have an off season this year, does that just set you up for success heading into next year?
Yeah. Just the fact that I can skate in an off season is huge, and work on my game. I have so much stuff I want to get better at, and so much room to grow still. And, I think I'm pretty close to getting my game to where I know it can be. And I think with a great summer in the gym and on the ice, I think I'll be able to do that next year. And I just want next season to start already.
We look from the outside. 25 is a lot of times a goalie's just getting his start as a number one. Do you look at where you are in the process of how far you've come and what you've done, and at 25, what you can do going forward?
Yeah, I think I was lucky to be put in a great organization to get a start to my career that not a lot of goalies get at my age, and to be given the opportunity that I got and to have, earned the spot I have right now at such a young age, I think is just a big advantage. And like you said, I think, being 25, I mean, I've been to the Stanley Cup final. I've been to the 2 conference finals. I have all the experience that I need now. Like, I know what I need to do to win. I know what I need to do to my body and my mind. And I think I'm going to, take a big advantage from having all this experience. And like you said, I think I'm just about to enter, the best years of my career.
Wedgewood's a free agent. How important has it been having him around? And would you like to see him back?
No, I don't want to see him back. No, he's the best goalie partner I've ever had in my career. And just knowing that you have someone that has your back and wants you to genuinely, do well. And he's helped me so much and just gives me confidence. And I really, really want to see him back. So
when you look at what he does, it's like the whole package. I mean, you talk about Robertson and guys like that. I mean, he helps him be a better player.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you're out, he goes and wins games too. So I mean, as you look at quote unquote the perfect backup goalie, he seems like that person.
Yeah, just he's just a great human being, and I think we work really, really well together. And he, Reeser, and I think have a pretty special thing going on, and hopefully they see that and bring him back, and no one would be happier than me. So, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thanks guys. Have a good one. Thank you.